people in the south made merries at temples dedicated to their ancestors in Sat Dwansip festival. Sat is derived from an Indian word meaning autumn or the fall season or the time for the harvesting of grains and fruits, and thus a time to rejoice. For Buddhist Thais, the festival is celebrated in the Buddhist temples. People in Patalung province join merit-making ceremony at Wat Ampawaram in Muang district, bringing 5 tradition sweets made of glutinous rice and coconut. Teams representing communities competed in a contest of procession of Sat Dwansip sweets. Similar activities were held across Thailand's south, offering different types of sweet and special delicacies to monks for merit-making. A dog in Thailand's Surin province gets its owner attention by pressing the doorbell after taking a walk outside. According to its owner, Tao has never been trained to do so. It found out by itself how to get attention, which was first captured on camera by a neighbor. The picture of Tao pressing the doorbell button has been shared among the neighbor's friends until reporters filmed the act on the spot. Put Chitwood Tichot 45, the owner of the 1-year-old canine, said he let Tao to wander freely in the neighborhood, and when it wanted to come back inside, it would ring the bell. He said he doesn't know how the dog learned to do that. First, Put thought one of the neighbors rang the bell. He said the male Thai breed dog may have been desperate enough to find out how to let itself in. A green market offering organic fruits and vegetables opened in Thailand's northern Lamphun province to distribute safe farm produce to consumers. Run by Agricultural and Cooperatives Office, Lamphun Green Market offers complete services for the organic industry to facilitate food safety as well as ASEAN Economic Community. Lamphun Deputy Governor Anat Wittayanukul opened the market located at Banpan village of Muang district. Government agencies, farmers and retail shops also signed cooperation agreement to promote organic farming and marketing. Chief of Lamphun Agriculture and Cooperatives Office, Ratanapon Kitikat, said the program was also aimed at building network of farmers for exchanging knowledge and improving farmers' access to market tools. At the event, agricultural agencies exhibited technical information on organic farming. Regular farmer markets are held on Saturdays at Lamphun Green Market. A barber in Thailand's northeastern Ubon Ratchathani finds his extra income by selling venomous paper wasp. Prakat Tokamwet found this strange way to earn money 3 years ago from learning about the insects from the elderly and the internet. He would scout for female paper wasp that could lead him to their nests, Prakat said. Once a nest, which resembles brown paper, is spotted, Prakat will fumigate with petrol, allowing him to remove the nest. His house fences and trees in the back lawn then become nest stands. For about 4 months, he can sell insect embryo nurtured inside the nests. He can fetch up to 3,000 baht for each of 15 nests he now has. Paper wasps are not aggressive and only sting to defend their nests. Certain individuals experience a lethal allergic reaction known as anaphylactic shock, which causes the airways to close. Cooked in curry paste or stirred, paper wasp embryos are a delicacy in northeastern Thailand. They are available once a year in September. An award ceremony of the 8th National Student Film Festival took place at the Japanese Embassy in Hanoi recently. The competition was launched in 2007 by Japanese Special Ambassador to Vietnam, Suji Ryotaro, and this year it follows the theme My Dream. Focusing on the subject of family love, the film Medicine Bottle from the children of Brilla Village, an orphanage in Hanoi, took first prize. The film recounts the dream of a poor boy whose mother is severely ill. In his dream, his mother asks him to go buy medicine. He rushes out to get it but drops the money on the way and has to steal the money to save his mother. Pan Hoi An, a 14-year-old film crew from the Burla children's village, Hanoi Pan Hoi Han, says, first of all, they have to choose a specific topic, and from there they expanded the script to utilize the surroundings and activities of people in their village. The hardest part was finding a pharmacy with not too many customers in order for the filming to go smoothly. They were lucky to have the help of so many people, especially the two pharmacists. Nguyen Chow Hong Tai, 14-year-old film crew also from the Burla children's village, Hanoi Pan Hoi Nhan, says they had to work a lot refilming a scene over and over again. It was very tiring. And for Chow Hong, filming is very new. He hasn't a clue about zooming in and out, but the adults of the village have been very supportive in teaching them. Initiated in May this year, national competition gathered 30 short film entries from across the country. Most of the stories centered on daily lives and express emotions through subtle imagery and music rather than overt narration. Director Dang Nhat Min of the People's Artists, head of judging panel, says the students' stories had very honest storylines reflecting their true wishes and thoughts. We can truly understand the children's dreams because they stuck so closely to this year's theme of what your dream is. This year's entries included a wish for a happy family, the desire to be loved, to be understood, or to simply have the support of friends. These films really get us adults thinking. The top 3 prizes of the competition will represent Vietnam at the Asian International Film Competition for Children this November in Japan. This will be a chance for Vietnamese junior filmmakers to exchange ideas with other colleagues in the region and share their love of cinematography. Submarine power cables have reached Lai Son Island in the central province of Quang Ngai after 2 weeks of work. The cables span a distance of 26.2 kilometers from the mainland, with certain spots reaching 80 meters in depth. Although it needs 10 more days to connect Lai Son Island to the national power grid, the islanders are excited to see the power cables. 22,000 people on this island have for years depended on a few hours each day when they can use electricity generated from an old diesel plant. They have been counting the days since the government approved the submarine power cable project. Nguyen Ngoc Nguyen, chairman, Lai Son District's People's Committee, says the islanders here are very eager about the electricity to develop their economy and to stabilize their lives. Everyone is excited. They have bought new electrical equipment in recent months. Lai Son is the third island in Vietnam following Cô To and Phu Quoc to receive power directly from the mainland. Although the distance is not as wide or as far as in the last 2 projects, the waters around Lai Son are much deeper. Nguyen Xuan Toi, Vice Director of Rural Electricity Project Management Board, Central Power Corporation, says they will connect their already established electric system on the island with the power cables. After that, they will experiment and test all the parts to ensure that all the cables have been put in place as designed so the electricity will be brought there safely and sustainably. For the past few days, Lai Son has finished the replacement and assembly of the electronic metering system and reinforcement of residential and commercial electric system to utilize the national power safely and effectively. Once electricity is connected, the island will focus on tourism and fishery logistics, which is still a shortcoming to the island's offshore fishing activities. Po Mu of Fujian cypress trees are valuable for biodiversity and a rare genetic resource listed in Vietnam's Red Book, which needs urgent protection. Because of the rareness and value of Fujian cypress wood, unauthorized logging and trading of the trees has resulted in deforestation in several Central Highlands provinces. However, Ninh Thuan province is still home to primeval Fujian cypress forests that have high coverage thanks to local people's awareness and efforts in Port Bin National Park, Ninh Thuan province. Growing in areas of 600 to 2,000 meters above the sea level, the Fujian cypress trees in Port Bin National Park are hundreds of years old, with diameters of 1 to 3 meters and up to 40 meters high. The trees provide high-quality wood, which is usually termite-free, so the species species is under fierce illegal exploitation and trading. However, the Fujian cypress trees here are protected by the park and the local people. Pi Nang Chuang from Bo Lang village, Phuong Bin commune, Ninh Thuan province says they know that it is a rare species. Their father's generation made great efforts to protect the forest. They are now continuing their work in the hope that future generation can still have the forests to treasure. The Parks Management Board knows the forest cannot be protected effectively without the help of local people. So many farming and foresting models introduced by the park have been greatly received by locals, and they can still earn a living and help to protect the park. Vocal Phuoc County Deputy Ranger of Phuoc Bin National Park, Ninh Thuan Province says the local helps to protect the park and detect unauthorized loggers. This is vital as they only have a few rangers while the area under protection is huge. Effective protection of the Fujian cypress here also means less forest fires, and this also explains why Bin Phuong Park has been the highest coverage of the trees in Ninh Thuan province. The two-way trade between Cambodia and Japan in the first 7 months of 2014 continued to increase. This is according to a recent report from the Japan External Trade Organization, or JETRO. From January to July this year, the report says the volume of bilateral trade between the two countries reached $538 million. Cambodia's exports to Japan during the period valued at $405.3 million, up by 38.5% from the same period a year earlier. Meanwhile, Cambodia's imports from Japan amounted to $132.8 million, up by 4.5% from last year. Cambodia exported textiles, pepper, rice and seafood, and imported vehicles, machinery, cosmetics and meat from Japan. Japan is also one of Cambodia's largest investors, and so far, Japan's official development aid to the Southeast Asian nation has reached $2.4 billion. In addition, Japan is Cambodia's 8th biggest trade partner. 25 four-wheel drive vehicles participated in the Trans-Borneo 2014 made a final stop in Brunei Darussalam before the foreign participants continue their journey to their individual home destinations. Their arrival at the Tutong district was welcomed by District Officer Awang Wardi bin Haji Muhammad Ali and members of the Four-Wheel Drive Association of the district. The expedition began on 17th of August, which involved 78 participants from Brunei Darussalam, Indonesia, Malaysia and the Philippines. The participants successfully ended their 5,800 kilometers expedition around the Borneo Island. This is the second Trans-Borneo Challenge that had been organized successfully, which aimed to be one of the biggest fundraisers of its type. The challenge is carrying a mission to raise funds and worldwide awareness about the plight of the orang-utans as a flagship species for many endangered species creatures, as well as the continued destruction of their rainforest habitat.